Hey boys, so it's not often we come across cool old cars to work on, but there's a special one that's come in today, and I want to show you what we're doing to it. So here we have a 1984 Series 1 RX7 in complete original condition. This would have to be the cleanest RX7 of any era I've ever seen in my life. Have you seen anything like this, Luke?
Not ever. Only in pictures.
It's got 36,000 Ks on the clock. I'm pretty sure the tyres have only been changed once, and it's literally been sitting in a shed for 30 years, and it is absolutely immaculate. So a bit of a background story on this. We had the customer come in. I was actually a first year apprentice, and he called us around and said, hey, my car's not starting. So me and the old boss, we went around and had a look at it. Sure enough, we put a battery in it, tried to start it, and it had low compression. We asked him why it had been sitting around, and he said, had a horrible clutch shutter. It annoyed him that bad that he just parked it up in the shed and hasn't driven it since 1986. He comes into the workshop about a month ago now and says, hey, I'm finally ready to get this going, and wanted to know some options. And my old boss and I, we tried to convince him, hey, it's still got the 12A in there, you should pull that out, get it refurbished and put it back in the car and sort of enjoy driving it for a bit. But he said the 12A was pretty unreliable, and he's not interested to go to a 13B turbo or anything like that. Then he came up with the idea about, what about one of those Nissan or one of those Toyota engines? And we said, what, like an RB or a JZ engine? He said, yeah, one of those. Tried to talk him out of it, but he insisted. And while this is happening, he's managed to find an RB25 engine, which apparently has good compression and it's ready to go. He's got an engine loom for it. He's found the 5-speed. It's got a cross member. It's got everything we need to do the conversion. We're probably going to have to modify the tunnel a little bit, bash the tunnel up, make some room for that bell housing, but should be a pretty straightforward job. Because this is carbureted, we need to rip out all the old fuel system and put an EFI fuel system in there. Well, Nick's come along and he's been giving me a hand to try and pull this engine out. He's just getting the last engine mount there done. Got everything aside, we're pretty much ready to come out. We've got a whole lot of parts and bits and bobs here, which, because of the conversion, most of it's going to end up in a bin. So I've told Nick what's going on with the RB, and he really does not like it.
Nah, I don't like rotaries, but I really hate RBs, and I reckon we should try and convince the bloke to put an SR20 in it instead.
That's going backwards. That's even worse.
No, that'd be way cool.
How would you put it in there?
Yeah, I'd just get an angle grinder.
No.
Just cut that and push the radiator forward a bit.
No, this panel will unbolt, so we don't have to cut anything. Nick and his angle grinders, we're not cutting anything. Well, we do have to modify the transmission tunnel a little bit, but we can
hammer it out a bit.
Well, we'll give it a go. If we bolt the engine and gearbox up, we should be able to. We'll have to take the engine off, the bonnet off, but we should be able to slide the engine and gearbox in as one. Old mate reckons he's got engine mounts that'll bolt up to that cross member.
Yeah, easy then.
Easy peasy. If we have a look under the car, everything's still pretty much untouched. The master cylinder and the brake master and the clutch master have been leaking a little bit, so we've got a little bit of paint damage under here. But otherwise, it has this crazy exhaust, which looks like a 2.5-inch exhaust, and it's got this other funny one. What do you reckon it's for?
I don't know, it's like a muffler bypass.
Muffler bypass or something. Anyway, I've worked on quite a few of these in the past and never seen one still on the car. Must shoot out little flames or something out the back. Check out the interior, Luke. It even still smells brand new.
Wow.
Just about out. We're trying so hard not to scratch anything.
I'm just trying not to lean on anything, so I don't want to break anything. This plastic washer bottle, if I lean on it, I reckon it would break it in a million pieces. Gearbox roll back in there, so
Man, what a mission.
It actually wasn't that hard. Like,
It's just scary, not damaging
yeah,
anything.
that was actually the easiest engine to pull out of any engine I've ever pulled out.
And you got here when 3/4 of it was done.
Oh no! Oh no! The original gasket. Probably so much asbestos in that. But look at the sick 1.5 inch exhaust on it. No one's gonna want that.
No, nothing we can use off it. I mean, maybe the EFI ones will be rare, but carbureted, it's just old technology.
No one wants it, mate.
Tell you what, if 5E had a rear-wheel drive gearbox, that would have been sick to put in there.
Yeah, it'd be more displacement, wouldn't it?
Well, 1.5 litre, yeah. But anyway, old mate's already got himself his RB25, well, we may as well get the mounts on and get it happening. So the next few weeks, we're going to rip this to bits, and we've got the cross member going in. Should be a pretty straightforward conversion, but I really hope the guy enjoys it once we get it going for him. If you got any ideas on what else you think we should do to this car, chuck them in the comments below. But anyway guys, if you're interested to follow this build, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.